Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Gonna do one cast today. Wednesday the 24th of April. Running 2 units. It's cloudy today. It's supposed to rain a little bit off and on today. We've already had a couple rains, and actually it just barely got the ground wet. Well, yesterday I discovered something really during one cast, but I fished afterwards and kind of confirmed that fish are up towards the surface. They're not down on the bottom, and they like to chase. So I've been throwing a 32nd ounce dark jig. Yesterday it was a black and olive. This is a sculpin and ginger 2-pound line. You have to have 2-pound line to throw this. I'm using Trilene XL clear, and it's just what I prefer. And what I've been doing is just throwing it out, and it doesn't make a difference if it's along the bank or in the middle or anything. They're actually all over, seems like. You throw it out. I'm not letting it sink hardly at all, if anything, and just kind of working it back fast. Just I'm shaking it with the rod tip and then letting it, then stopping. They're blowing out the lines behind me, the treatment plant or the pump station. But this is, you know, I'm seeing midges skating across the surface, but there's not really nothing chasing them. But these fish have been up on the surface, or they're coming up for the jig. You know, I'm watching my jig. I'm not getting more than 3 or 4 foot deep, the most. I caught some pretty nice rainbows yesterday, just messing around, and the last fish I had a hold of was a nice brown. It's down below the resort. But I'd caught so many fish on that jig, I had not retied. He cut my line. Of course, now they're gonna make me a liar. I'm sure this would work on a cloudy day versus a sunny day. I don't know. I've been wrong before. I am using a different color today. A lot of times, oh, I've got a chaser. A lot of times I could see the fish come up and swipe or follow the jig. I just had a follow, but he was not too excited about hitting that. Maybe I need to go back to the black. Yeah, I got another one following it, but they're just not taking it right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tie on a black, or black and olive, black and chartreuse, I think is what I've got in my box. See if that's gonna make a difference. I'm also gonna move out away from the bank. Black. chartreuse. That's a 16th ounce though. Okay. Okay, let's see if color makes a difference. I know I was getting follows. It's foggy out and I keep hearing things around when I want to make sure I'm not drifting into somebody. Usually you can feel the bite. Yeah, there was one, I think. A lot of times when you go to jig, they're there too, because they're gonna hit that jig when it's dropping after I jig it. Guess you just have to take my word for it. Maybe it's not going to work all the time, but it worked yesterday really good. I'm just about down to my first buoy. Okay, I'm gonna run back up and just run that inside bank where I've been catching them here the last couple of days on one cast. Just see if that makes a difference. Okay, I'm on the inside bank. I want to see if they're going to bite over here. So I know this is where those fish have been hanging the last 3 or 4 days that I've been fishing them. Oh, there was a pretty good hit. Yep, there's another one. So these fish are hitting. Water's a little bit, well, it's not as deep over here for one thing, for sure. It's 5 or 6 feet at the most, and over there is more like 10 or 12. I don't know. Sometimes the fog kind of messes with them. I know some of the guides say that they do a lot better after the fog lifts on a cloudy day. Yep, I let that one sink just a little bit extra time. You hit it. Got to play around with the retrieve sometimes. Oops. Try that again. Oh, that might have been a touch. Well, for sure they are not as active as they have been. So I went out, when I did one cast, I went out 2 more times. One during the day and once in the evening, and they were really active all day. Not so much right now. Okay, one more cast. I gotta head in. But if you're heading down here, I really think it's worth your while to string up one of your rods with 2-pound line. Because if these fish are getting this picky about stuff, the water's pretty clear, I think you're gonna like that 2-pound line. Okay, gotta go. Thanks for watching. Try it again tomorrow.